not to.
Nesmith shot fakes, gonna drive down the lane, throw it down.
Way to go up and get it.
What up, Naptown? Sheldon Carter, this Carter 94 feet, and we're gonna be talking about this Pacers squad, man. My team. Hey, Aaron Nesmith, who was hooping today. He had 26 points, which was a career high. Shot 5 for 9 from 3 and 9 rebounds. Props to Aaron Nesmith, man. He's coming into his own after following up last year. Got his new contract for this year. He doing his thing, helping his squad. We needed that contribution this game because there was a lot of struggling in the starting lineup in the first quarter. He started heating up, and hey, he brought the momentum with this team. Props to T.J. McConnell. He been professional since Rick Carlisle talked to him about not getting minutes, but hey, he is very important to this squad, and he automatically still got into the game and got the rotational minutes regardless of what has been said in previous games. McConnell is going to be in the mix regardless. Now, even if he's not a lot of times, more so than not, you're going to see McConnell in the mix mainly because of what he brings to the table energy-wise, that it's just at another level. Defensively, and just the way he runs the offense off the bench, man, it's just different. Even when Nembhard comes along and comes into his own like he is, McConnell still will be in the mix, man. He is just that backup point guard that you need. Props to T.J. McConnell doing his thing off the bench. Myles Turner, hey. Now, one thing I've always been hard on Myles Turner is rebounding, and that's pretty much any Pacers fan. This year and last year, I've been given more leeway because opportunity, full-time center, more than he has in previous years. I'm not going to be that guy that's going to be constantly criticizing, because I do see a lot of that. A lot of people just constantly trying to trash him and do this and do that. I'm going to be realistic with it. The man hasn't barely had full-time center positions chances since Sabonis been in the mix. And now he is in the mix since last year. Getting the opportunity to be full-time center in the paint running it. And now we're seeing that next level, that next step since following up after a full-time center position last year. Now he's improving the rebounding like I expect. Or what I was hoping for. The main thing is consistency. Last year we seen a lot of double-doubles. The main thing I want to see is him averaging a double-double rebounds. If he with rebounds, if he doesn't, then it's gonna be an issue. So don't get it twisted. I'm gonna still be looking. He's gonna be on the radar this year. I'm gonna be looking at it because if he not, hey, we're gonna have to make a move, man. This is an important year for Myles Turner. They didn't see him average double-digit rebounds. He had a career high rebounding stat sheet of like 7 or 8 per game last year. Not enough. It's a step up, don't get me wrong, more than he had over the years, but now let's take it up another notch. Let's not decline, or let's not stay stagnant, because you're a center. You got to average double rebounds to be top tier and top 5 that he talks about, which I believe scoring wise he is capable of it. He just need to show what he's capable of night-to-night basis, being consistent, averaging double-digit rebounds. And that would help the team and the success of the team going forward. Now, Obi Toppin, he been struggling lately. Haven't really seen a lot from Obi Toppin, and hell, barely seen him in the mix in the rotation a lot. Like this game against Cleveland, he barely was in the mix, guarding or just on the court for real, like most of the time, mainly because probably Aaron Nesmith. But we didn't really see a lot of Obi Toppin too much. And, you know, Tyrese Haliburton, he had a stomach issue. It seemed like he was slowly and like not doing so well early on in the game. Find his footing trying to score. It was off. Then you start heating up in the fourth quarter. People talking trash in the arena. Hey, he getting clutch in the fourth quarter, doing his thing, hitting 3 straight threes, if I recall. 3 straight. I don't think he missed one in that stretch in the fourth quarter. He knocked down 3 threes, shut people up in the crowd, got 21 points, 13 assists, doing his thing, hooping. Hey, that's how you do it. The best of the best step up in the fourth quarter. Now, next up, Benedict Mathurin. He had 13 points. I want to see more from him. He had 18 last game. I want to see him take his game to the next level. The biggest part is I just don't want this to be like a last year thing either, because I'm not even talking about Mathurin himself, at personally him. I'm talking about the team, like the coaching staff and everybody just who's in control of the rotation. It's like, put him in the damn game, bro. Because if you're not, what are we doing? Because it's like I seen him in certain stretches in the third quarter, even in the fourth, where he doesn't get in the game, and it's like, bruh, what's going on? Is it him not stepping up on defense? Because I heard, ain't that something he talked about? Isn't that something the team wanted? Isn't that something Rick Carlisle wanted? Was wanting Mathurin to be a two-way player, stepping up on defense, giving him those challenges? How you gonna get those challenges if he on the bench? You got to give him those challenges against LeVert. You got to give him those challenges against whoever. Like, and if he doesn't do well, then that's understandable. But I feel like we barely got to see him too much, like in certain stretches in the game. Maybe because also the way that Aaron Nesmith heated up, so that's maybe understandable. But I still feel like you got to find a way to throw Benedict Mathurin in the game. Is it Bruce Brown taking most of the minutes? But I mean, even if it's Bruce Brown taking most of the minutes, then we got something to think about in terms of how these minutes be constructed and balanced out for the best of the best players on the court. Like, let me know, fans, what y'all think about this. Would you take Bruce Brown over Benedict Mathurin on the court? Even though Bruce Brown is very valuable. Me personally, I feel like you got to get Benedict Mathurin in the game a lot more. You got to get him more minutes on the court in certain moments, because you want him to strive. You want him to improve and be what he say to be, is a two-way player. And I don't want to just continue relying on just Bruce Brown getting most of those minutes because of his defense, when you got a guy that could score and go get it like Benedict Mathurin, and you want him to be a two-way player. You got to throw him out there, man. You got to throw him out there. And if he doesn't do well, that's understandable. Now you can throw in Bruce Brown. But you got to give him some run. You got to. In my eyes, like, that's how I feel about it. Let me know what y'all think about it in the comments. They all can coexist well. It's just, the staff just got to do a better job, in my opinion, to construct the way the minutes are set up for certain players. And hell, maybe even pull certain players out when they're not doing so well at a certain time frame, and actually replace them with someone else, and not constantly recycling the same people back and forth. How about you go deeper in the bench? Hell, I would like to see Jarace Walker get some minutes, man. Like, a lot more. I feel like he can be very valuable defensively. I know he probably still has to learn as a youngin', and his shoot may not be that consistent, but I feel like you got to give him a few minutes, man. I just feel that he deserves it. Instead of recycling, continue, in the cycle of the minutes of other people like Jalen Smith and stuff. It's like, even though he's doing well, shout out to Jalen Smith, I just feel like at some point in the game, whether it's the fourth quarter, the first quarter, the second quarter, it doesn't matter. He just got to get in for a few minutes, at least 10. At least 10. I'm not asking for a crazy amount, just to see how he look, man. I'm gonna chill on it, because I'm just personally excited to see the growth out of Jarace Walker, because I know his two-way ability. He can help the team a lot well, whether it's on starting lineup, whether it's on the bench. It don't matter. He can just bring great value going forward for years to come defensively. I know that for sure. And also underrated playmaking wise. It's just like, as long as he upgrade his offense along the way, his career could do really well. So I'm looking forward to see what Jarace Walker turned out to be, man. I'm gonna chill on the minutes right now because we winning. And I'm just gonna give the coaching staff the benefit of the doubt for now. But one thing I will not hold back on is Benedict Mathurin, because, like, man, he went through the issues of him not being. Well, we went the fans, clash in between. Should he be on the bench and should he be starting immediately because of the way he was performing? We went through all that last year. I just don't want to go through the same cycle. I'm just ready for a fresh start. He's starting, right? Let him get those starting minutes. He should get how many minutes he had this game. He had about, let me see. $17 minutes. Benedict Mathurin has 17 minutes, bro. Like, nah, bro, that ain't it. That is not it. That ain't it. Toppin, 18 minutes. Now, is it just the performances? Is it the defense? But hell, it didn't seem like anybody in the starting lineup was doing well starting off. And then everybody picked it up later on in the game. But you gotta kick people in the game to pick it up. How you gonna just bench Mathurin and bench Toppin and not have them get a chance to pick it up later in the game like everybody else did? It's like, come on, bro. Like, I feel like in terms of for the best of the team going forward, facing the top teams, elite teams, so-called, for us to show what we capable of or be at our best, I feel like we got to see the best out of Mathurin and Toppin. They would be the X factors, the main key players to really help us going forward this year against some of the best teams. We may be able to get some good wins like with this. What we had this game against a team with no Garland, no Mitchell, two of their all-stars out. But that is not going to go down against these teams that are healthy with their star players. We need our best of the best on the court. Personally. Let me know how y'all feel about it. But me personally, I feel like 17 minutes and 18 minutes from Toppin is unacceptable. Most definitely Mathurin. It's unacceptable. But I do understand that Nesmith had 30 minutes. He had 26 points. So he probably took up a lot of minutes, but you got to fill him in some way, somehow. Mathurin can play the 2, play the 3. Fill him in some way, somehow. Nesmith can play the 3. Nesmith can play the 2. Nesmith can play the 4. He can fill him in any way how you would do it. And you can still throw in Toppin. It's like, you just got to get him the minutes. Like, I don't know what the hell was going on. Yeah, but hey, let me know how y'all feel about this Pacers game. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share all that. And yeah, how many games I got them winning this year? And for me, I said 45 last video. I'm hoping that we can get out the first round. If we get to the playoffs, I don't want to just be a playoff team. If we do make the playoffs, I want to get out the first round. I'm not asking for nothing too crazy, but like, yeah, that's my main mindset when it comes to this squad this year. If we're not in the playoffs to get out the first round, I don't want it. Keep it. For real. But yeah, I want to continue seeing the growth out of this team. I like seeing Myles Turner getting the rebounds this game, even though they didn't have Jared Allen. But it's a good step of seeing him getting those rebounds. Now he just needs to be consistent. So that's my main thing that I'm looking forward to going forward in the next following games is the consistency rebounding for Myles Turner. I don't even give a damn about the points that much. I care about the rebounding. Double-digit rebounding. That's all I care about really the most from Myles Turner. Tyrese Haliburton, I'm hoping that he continues to hoop and do his thing in the fourth quarter, taking control and scoring well. I want to see more points up on the board. Hell, give me a 30-piece. I'm here for it. Same for Mathurin. When given the minutes like he should be on a consistent basis, I want to see them ball out, man. They got it. They got all the potential in the world, man. Just want to see what the Pacers capable of, man. That's a talented, deep team. That's a deep team, man. For real. Even though I'm from the city, and I understand, I might be a fan, but I'm being realistic with you. I'm keeping it 100 with you. That is a deep team, man. That is a deep team. Like, regardless of a fan or not, like, that team deep. And I'm looking forward to seeing this team flourish this year, which they will, which I believe. Hopefully I want to see us get tested. I'm here for us to get being tested. So, hey, let's get it. Pacers Nation, stand up. It's Carter 94 feet. I'm Shellin Carter. I'm going to see you next time.